Happy 2025. Fuck. 2026. Yeah, so it's that time of the year this week where every music publication and amateur YouTube reviewer puts in their top songs of the year, top albums, worst songs, what have you. Usually these get started with a few opportunist publications in the beginning, usually around late November, whereas in the first week of December is usually when Pitchfork and Rolling Stone and other big music publications release their top songs list. It's probably when I should release my top song list for SEO purposes, because by the time the year actually ends, there's really a fatigue around people's top 50 lists. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody wants to hear your top 50 lists anymore after it hits a certain point. And I think that point is when the Needle Drop releases his top 50 lists. If you're unfamiliar with the Needle Drop, he's a YouTuber who is a music reviewer, probably the most prolific on the internet right now. His taste and interests tend to attract a certain demographic of music listeners, mainly millennial, 20s to 40s, male, bald, glasses, people who look like him. And I'm not included in that list because I've never tried to look like him in my life. What I found myself doing with so I make these lists every year. Nobody really listens to them. That's okay. I'm a small guy in a big pond. I found myself changing my list pretty significantly when Pitchfork and other music publications release their lists, because I discovered albums and artists that I hadn't listened to before, as well as maybe forgot that they released a song. Like, for example, I completely forgot that Danny Brown and I'm Ray released albums this year, and I had to go listen to those. Or new artists I've never heard of before, like C-Mat with Euro Country. Get the hell out of the way, you stupid animal. I'm sorry, Maisie. You're not an animal. You're one of us. You're a person. I wanted to wait until Anthony Fantano released his list, and I listened to his top 50 list, and there are some really, really good songs here. And at first, I was going to put them on my list, but then I realized that it's a little disingenuous for me to put songs that I didn't really discover until the very, very, very end of the year, and therefore going to be more of a 2026 experience for me. I've always been against the idea of your Oscar bait season, and I found myself putting myself into this trap of Oscar bait music. And now I'm asking myself, is this my list with my preferences, or is it Anthony Fantano's list? Is it Pitchfork's list? Just a Frankenstein mesh of these different publications. And I know, influence from these publications and critics is inevitable, because I'm regularly following both of these music publications. My point here being that without critics providing rave reviews to certain artists, albums, songs, they would go undiscovered, and I certainly would not be able. No, if my taste in music was solely on what I discovered by myself, whether through algorithms or radio, so I guess even then, no music is independently found. It would all be top 40 hits. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is defend the fact that a lot of the songs that you're going to see on my list were already mentioned by NPR, Pitchfork, Fantano. So it's really impossible for me to not have any influence from outside sources into this list. But regardless, I'm going to keep out the Oscar bait songs. I'm gonna just put in the songs that I was listening to throughout the year. None of this late second bullshit. A few of them, like the CMAT and I'm a Ray, I'm gonna keep on the list because they do have some incredible songs, and I have been listening to them all of December. I think December is a forgotten month in the year, but right now we're gonna go through my list and check out the top 50. We're gonna move some things around because I haven't actually finished my top 50 lists. Start at the bottom. Yes, I do have some Oscar bait choices here, like "Struggle with a Beast" by Anna von Hauswolf. Iconoclast. This is some pretty freaky music, and I really loved what I heard. But like I said, I didn't discover it until it was released on Anthony Fantano's list, which was at the very end of the year. Like I said, it's disingenuous for me to have it on my list right now. But I am going to be rocking out to this album a lot in 2026, I think, because this is totally my kind of jam. So I'm removing that one from the list. Same thing with Maruja. Maruja? I have no idea who this artist is or band. Really don't know anything about them, but my god, that song, this 10-minute epic is incredible. I'm not going to put second best on here because I already have a Last Dinner Party song. I am going to put, going to remove Nancy Tries to Take the Night. So basically what I'm doing here is I try to keep it just one song per artist, unless that artist had a lot of prolific releases, like FKA Twigs or Ethel Cain this year. They had multiple releases, so they get multiple songs on the list. Or if it's a band that I really, really like that released an album that was truly incredible, like Viagra Boys this year. We're going to be seeing them a few times on the list. We have a few Hayley Williams songs because I did not know which one I wanted on here. Parachute's pretty epic, but oh my god, I just unironically used the word epic. Oh, I don't want to remove from like songs. I just want to remove from this list. Because it is a good song. I just don't want it to be the one that represents this list. Same thing with Discovery Channel. It's really between Ego Death at a Bachelor Party and Showbiz. Now, both of these songs are pretty great songs. I mean, she had a lot of great singles off this album. 20 top singles. It's really hard to pick which one is the best one, and I really love the riff in Showbiz. But I think Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party has just a little bit more substance that's going to give it better staying power, I think. So I think I'm going to go with that one over Showbiz. Yes. Let's see, what else do we have here? FK Twigs also has a lot of options. We have Perfect Stranger, Eusexual, and 24 Hour Dog. I really love 24 Hour Dog, even though it didn't get a lot of it didn't get as many streams as the other two songs on Eusexual. Perfect Stranger is a really good song and kind of introduced me to the Eusexual album. And I don't like the erasure that has been getting with the re-releases of Eusexual for going Perfect Stranger. But the title track of Eusexual, I think there's a good reason why it has more streams than the other ones, and it's because it's just an epic song. I mean, oh my god, why am I using the word epic so much? So I think we're gonna go with we'll go with Eusexual because I think that's more. It's a better example of what the album as a whole sounded. So I'm going to choose that one. Monster Toot got a lot of play from me, but I don't want two Wet Leg songs in here. I got another one that might be in my top 10. So we're going to remove that from this playlist. Let's see. I don't know if I want to go with Psychosis is Just a Number or Panglossian Mannequin. I'm gonna go with Psychosis, just because it's the one that's kind of more in my head right now. I'm a little embarrassed by Royal Otis being on this list. Um, Really not a great band, and this song is kind of like how do you say? It's kind of sexist. Well, there's accusations of it being sexist or misogynist, but I love playing this song in front of my girlfriend, who can sometimes be moody, and this is a little reminder. Hey, don't take yourself too seriously. You're being moody. And she loves it. She loves it. She loves it. I'll pause do cocaine. No, I got plenty of geese on, so I'm not gonna keep that one on here. And I really don't know if I want to keep the scissors on either. No, I'll keep it. Okay, so we're almost at a top 50 list. We got 51 now. Let's see. Is there any other scragglers that don't belong? No, I don't think so. So we'll see. We'll see which of these songs is going to make the list in the top 50 list. I hope it's not Cuntology, but it could be. It's just kind of a silly song. But not necessarily a great song either. Let's see. We got Lover Girl right now from Laufey. I think that's how you say her name, Laufey. Laufey. Undressed by Somber. He's a somber guy. I debated putting this one on, but the amount of times that it gets stuck in my head is a little undeniable. And I think that's what ultimately is going to put on the list. Another song that I thought about putting on my list is Appetit from Rose and Bruno Mars. As you can see, it was released in 2024, and its highest peak chart was in 2024, so it shouldn't be on this list, but it did not make my 2024 list because I didn't really discover it until 2025, and it's an earworm, and it won Best Song at the VMAs, at the 2025 VMAs, so that's it's something. It's really just a way to get Somber off the list. So I'm gonna put it there at 49. Let's see if we could get. We just need one more song to get Somber off this list. 48, Baptized in Fear. There was a few good songs on Hurry Up Tomorrow. Very long album. I think it ended up being around 25 songs or something ridiculous. Over around an hour and a half in runtime. I'm not sure Baptized in Fear is the best song. It's not the most memorable. It's not the most memorable, but I think it is lyrically the most profound, and it's a horrifying tale of almost ODing in a bathtub. Can you just the sheer horror of slowly drowning and less than a foot of water as your body is screaming and failing to move. It's quite haunting. So I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it above Spiders, because Spiders, I mean, it's an okay Lola Young. The thing with Lola Young. The thing with Lola Young is that her album from 2024 was a bit of a late bloomer, and her songs really took off in 2025. So I thought about putting Messy on the 2025 list because I put other 2024 songs on there. but it didn't really seem fair to Miss Lola Young uh, when she had an album that came out this year with its own collection of some pretty good songs, and I thought The Spiders was one of them, so I'm including it in my list. 46, The Real Me. I don't know who this Kyle M guy. His album fucking sucks. The song is okay. Oh, alright. I guess there's a 10-minute limit on Bandicam. I did not know that. We're going to put Psychosis as just a number, and we're going to move Besties up to 42. Right. Yeah, we'll put it over Unoriginal too. We'll move it right there. Put Unoriginal at number 42. Unoriginal, an original hit by Magdalena Bay, one of my favorite bands in the last decade. Number 40, Ankles. 39, this is The Killer Speaking by The Last Dinner Party. 38, I don't want two Japanese breakfast songs. I already have one, and one of them's in the top 10, so I'm gonna take that one out, which is gonna put Lofty back in 50, but whatever. She's okay. 37, Cycles Beach Bunny. 36, Silk Lingerie from Kelly Uchis. I'm going to put June Guitar by Alex G at 35. And Plato Ganser. This is a smaller song. I think it only has like 6,000 streams or something. They were in the opening act for Viagra Boys when I saw them in concert this year, and I was really enamored with this song. So check it out. 33, Echo Yuli. 32, I'm gonna go My Type by Sudan Archives. 31, Baby by Dijon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. 30, The Field, Blood Orange, featuring Tariq Al Caroline Polachek, Daniel Caesar, Rudy Column. Well, it's got Caroline Polachek and Blood Orange, which is a freaking lethal combination. They have a whole string of songs together that are just top notch. I want that song. Oh man, this is where it gets hard with the Viagra Boys, because I want to put all these songs in the top 10, but there's only room for one, because I'm not putting multiple artists in my top 10. But I will place it right here. Medicine for Horses at 26, and then New Sexual at 25. 24, we'll have Jelly Haha. 23, Euro Country by CMAT. 2022, Tears by Sabrina Carpenter. 21 is House featuring John Cale from Charlie XCX for the upcoming Wuthering Heights movie. This didn't make any lists, which is surprising because I think it's Charlie's boldest song yet. Really, really enamored with the classical music riffs mixed in with the staticky synth. I really have no idea what I'm talking about. I just want to sound like the guy. 20, Luther, another 2024 song. In fact, I had Squabble Up in my 2024 best of list, but Luther really took off in 2025 in my opinion, so I'm going to put it on there. 19, Abracadabra, Lady Gaga, the queen, the queen of the monsters is back. 18, Incomprehensible by Big Thief, and then followed by that is 17, Townies by Wednesday. 16, Uno 2, Viagra Boys. This was actually my most played song on Spotify Wrapped. I don't think it was the best on the album. It might be, though. It might be. It's the most playable, is what we'll say. Number 15, Sugar on My Tongue. Tyler, the Creator, had a great year with Don't Tap the Glass. 14, Everything is Peaceful Love, Bon Iver. 13, What Was That, Lord? The comeback is real, even though her album wasn't as smashing of a success as like Melodrama or Pure Heroine. Pure Heroine? Heroine. Pure. Uh, 12, we're going to go with. Oh, Texas by Geese. No, I want that in the top 10, actually. 12 will be So Be It by Clips, featuring Pusha. Well, Clips. It's Clips. 11, we're going to go with Catch These Fists by Wet Leg. Number 10, we're going to put. We'll put Orlando in Love by Japanese Breakfast at number 10. Number 9, I'm going to give to Taxes, Geese. 8, Blade Bird by Oclau, French singer Oclau. Oclou? I mean, she is French, so maybe Oclou. 7, 24-Hour Dog, FK Twigs. Wow, what a freaking powerhouse of a song. Number 6, we're going to go with Berghain, Rosalia. Rosalia surprising everybody with this classical album. Some of the most incredible singing I've ever heard is done by Rosalia in this song. So highly recommend checking it out. And I love the Bjork and Ives Tumor features near the end of the song. Number 5, Illegal, Pink Pantheress. She had the big pop song this year. Closest we came to Brat, in my opinion. Closest we came to Brat. Number 4, You Got Time and I Got Money. Smurs. What a ballad this song was. Number 3, I'm gonna give to Man Made of Meat by Viagra Boys. The boys are back and better than ever. Number 2 is actually going to be a 2024 song. Number 2 is Love Takes Miles by Cameron Winter, solo artist from Geese. So there's really 2 Geese songs in the top 10 list. This song came out in December, and it's just such a beautiful song. I really have nothing more to say about it than it's this it I don't know. It's the love song that I felt most genuine out of any love song that came out this year, or technically last year. And speaking about releases that came out technically last year, number 1, we're gonna go with Punish by Ethel Cain from her EP Perverts. Perverts came out in January, but I believe the single Punish actually came out in December. Doesn't matter. It came out after I came out with my 2024 list. This song made me cry. Not a lot of songs do that these days. Not a lot of songs, because I am a very stern, stoic person until you put on Punish by Ethel Cain, and I will melt. I will melt, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why I put it on my number 1 list. So, I'm going to have this list linked in my YouTube. Okay. In terms of the world, this year was awful. Same with music. Everybody talks about how great 2024 was, especially if you were a pop music fan. Just the trifecta of Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, and Charlie XCX dominating that year. There wasn't really anything that came close this year. The musical acts that dominated this year were like Alex Warren and Somber and just really milquetoast songs. By the way, did we finish that list? Do we still have 51? We have 51. Oh, I could put Saya. She had a good album this year. What song did I put on my 2024 list by Saya? Because I don't want to repeat. I may have put one of the singles for this album on my 2024 list. One moment, guys. 2024 best show. Let's see. Let's see. Slug. Have you had enough? Lithonia. Shell of a Man. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Should I have This Is Why I Don't Fall in Love in the Springtime? Let's hear that one more time. Let me think about it. Let me quick go through my likes on, see if there's any 2025s that I missed that should be on the list. Kate Lee DeBon. I wasn't really a big fan of the Joey Valence. I did listen to Turnstile, but nothing really stood out to me outside of the album as a whole. Straight Line Was a Lie? The Beths, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we should just go with Lover Girl. I mean, oh yeah, she's got good streams. People like her. Maybe I'll help with my views if she makes it the list. Maybe I should put an Oscar Bates song on here. Addison Rae, did not really care for the Addison Rae album, if we're going to be honest. Haven't listened to Nourished by Time yet. We could go to Subway by Chaperone. Not crazy about it. Yeah. Maybe Spelling. Maybe Haim. Portrait of My Heart was a pretty good song. Let me listen to that one again. You know what? Sombra's gonna make the list, because fucking no. No. I can't do it. It's, even though it's an earworm, it's just not a great song. We're going back to Lofi. Do I love this song? Starburst. This is the one with the little rant in between.
It's how the guy across from you on the train,
okay.
but way too much aquaphor on his lips.
One of our
When you were
Oscar
at your
Bates
most
songs,
stable,
that's okay.
you quickly exploded. When you're infected
All right,
with dust, you hear that which no one else hears.
So let's go through that end of the list real quick. Put it right there, right under Apatopatit. All right, so there it is, my top 50 list, from Spelling all the way to Ethel Cain. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me how much of a fraud I am, how I don't have an original opinion. Please just punish me, please. All right. Happy 2026. I love you.